For me, I think the biggest thing that football taught me was how to overcome adversity.
At some point in your life, you're going to have some tough times.
You have to have that next play mentality.
That cohesiveness and that working together, that's really something special that you can't get in a lot of other areas.
When you practice that and you live that in other phases of your life, it becomes second nature because all you know how to do is fight.
It's not an easy game. If it were easy, everyone would do it.
You start to appreciate the smaller contributions that people make. You don't just look at the big one because you knew it took 6 or 7 other guys who are unsung.
And you can't take shortcuts and be successful.
Doing what they do to make it possible for the guy getting the press clippings or whatever it might be.
In this game, whether it's as a coach or a player.
So I would certainly say that you definitely got a very quick lesson in how to overcome adversity playing football.
Welcome to another edition of Get Coached Up. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here on the campus of Howard University with assistant coach, offensive coordinator Brennan Marion. Brennan, thanks for taking time, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on, man. I followed your show. It's a great program, and I love, just giving back the game and, coaching up football stories.
Well, that's what we had our first connection. You were in our books, Football Love Story, and What Did Football Teach Me? I've watched you grow through the ranks from a high school head coach to a coach at a lower level, and now you're at the Division I FCS level as an offensive coordinator. So your journey has been great. How has this ride been for you to where you ultimately end up right now today at Howard?
Ultimately, I was a football player, and I always loved the game. And since I was 6 years old, growing up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that's football is all you got and what you do. So with the Steelers. So one of the things I always wanted to get into coaching when I was done playing, and when my career ended, I went straight into that. And I was assistant coach while I was on injury reserve for the Dolphins. And then I went from that to a JV head coach and worked with the varsity. And then at 25, I got a head coaching job out in California at a small private school. And from there, I went to be another head coach in Pennsylvania. So the journey's just been crazy. I went to there and won Coach of the Year out there, turned around a team that hadn't had a winning season in 22 years. So we did that, and then I went out to Arizona State with Coach Graham. He was actually my head coach in college at the University of Tulsa. Did some great things in the Pac-12 there, learned a lot of things, learned how to, be in a Power 5 environment, and learned what it means to be a professional as far as coaching, because I always knew the game and loved the game, and as a high school coach, that's really what it's about, loving the game. But you also have to learn, the recruiting side, the paperwork side, those things. So being in that setting really helped me do that, prepared me for that. And then I went to Kentucky Christian and NAIA, recruiting coordinator, receiver coach there. Then I ultimately got a job at Oklahoma Baptist that summer. Worked Division II, and learned a lot of things there. Just, I never knew that players had to pay to play. Mm-hmm. I didn't really know about that situation as far as, being in college and being a Division II player. So a lot of those guys really loved the game. It reminded me of high school, as far as just guys playing ultimately, a lot of love for the game. And then got this job. And, it's just been blessed. I met Coach London, actually. Me and his son played together, with the Dolphins and the Montreal Alouettes in Canada. So I had that relationship there. And when I became a high school head coach, I was just asking him, I'd really love to take my team to your dad's 7-on-7 camp. Can you give me his number so I can set it up? Because we were late to, do the registration. So he got me in, and Coach London's a stand-up guy, and he's in that former cop. He's done it at the highest levels. At Richmond, he won a national championship. At Virginia, obviously, he was the head coach there, Coach of the Year. And we just hit it off, and we had built that relationship, and we had just kept talking over the years, and he would tell me, I was doing a good job and stuff like that. And he called me, and I actually took another job, so I thought I was going somewhere else, and he called me and said, I'm looking for your type of offense, the style of offense that we ran, at the University of Tulsa, and I was there under Gus Malzahn as the offense coordinator. He's looking for, up-tempo, exciting, fun offense. That's how I got here.
And here we are today, about to get coached up. What you're coaching me up on today?
Today, we'll just go over a little, just some base game plan stuff. Just some stuff that, will work with any player, any skill level. No matter if you're a JV coach and a middle school coach, all the way up to, an NFL coach. Just some different concepts and some easy things to teach the guys that'll, put them in a position to win.
Good. So say here we got our base personnel in the game, 11 personnel. That's 1 back, 1 tight end, okay, 3 receivers. All right, so we're in base. All right, and we'll just go to a twin set here. All right, we got the X, the Y, the Z, okay. Well, we can get in pistol alignment however we want to play it. The back goes play specific to the play. Okay, so right here, just say our H is here, okay, and we got our Y here. We're strong in the formation. We got our tailback here, okay. So right here, we're gonna go just a little guard tackle counter. All right, one of the staples of our offense, one of the plays that we'll always run and be accustomed to. Okay, so let's just say they got a 3 here and end here. Okay, nose opposite end. They're in the 4 down front, playing a crab shell, cover 4. Okay, and all we're trying to do here is work this double team down, rail block across. The center's back blocking flat, staying really flat right there. Okay, the guard is forcing the kick out or the trap block. Okay, the tackle's gonna ream up through. Okay, forcing this guy to not beat him over the top. Okay, beat him underneath. All right, and try to wash him into the play. Right here, our H is gonna let the tackle clear. As the tackle clears, he's gonna block inside via the neck, make the end run the hoop. He can't beat him underneath. Okay, our tailback is gonna take a quick jab. Boom. He's going to get up in it. He has an 8A track mentality, okay, but he can take this play anywhere he'd like to take it. All right, here, our X, he's going to push crack, try to go get the safety. Out here, okay, for whatever reason, if this end beats our tight end right here, our hybrid guy right here, okay, out here we got a little spot concept. Okay, so he's going to go out there and block. The quarterback's 2 in, 2 out with his footwork. He's up and down. Okay, he's attacking right there. So if for whatever reason that end beats us, can the quarterback get around him? We'll work out here. The quarterback's responsible for the outside backer adjuster, that guy trying to play the run, the apex right there. Okay, so if he's trying to play run, all right, he gets it here. We know we have the spot throw out here. If he stays out, goes out, the quarterback can keep the ball and he's on air. Okay, he's on air, right? He's gonna be on the safety now. Okay, and that's our tackle guard counter. Okay.
Now I'm feeling that tackle guard counter. That was awesome right there. And now the passing game is something unique because a lot of times guys just want to throw the football all over the place, but there's a skill to it. And you're about to teach me about a simple play on paper, but it has a lot of reads built within it.
Yeah, I think you have to be physical in the run game. I think the only way you're going to start a game and finish a game is with a run. I think, when you get a little bit too pass happy, unless you have a Tom Brady-esque type quarterback, somebody who can really sling that rock around, it'll be really hard to do that. So I haven't had that yet. So, I can't say that I'm going to go to air raid as of yet. But, so with tackle guard counter, if you look back, I'm a football junkie, history buff when it comes to football. And the tackle guard counter, Eric Dickerson, when he had the greatest single season rushing, record that year in the NFL, that's what the play that they ran, tackle guard counter. And you see a lot of coaches running it now. And at the high school level, we averaged 9 yards a carry on it. In the Pac-12, we averaged about 7 to 8 yards a carry running tackle guard counter. So it's just one of the staples. And it doesn't matter how good what type of back you have. Some guys will burst it outside because they're speed guys and they want to get out on the edge. And if you have a slower guy, he'll get up in between the tackles with the gap scheme run. So I think it really helps you, and it depends on what your back is going to hit that track. And I think it's just something that, it's a downhill play and you got a lot of big guys, a lot of moving parts. So the defense has to fit it up right. And if they don't fit it up right, you play off of them.
Now, what we're about to get on the whiteboard and learn now?
Now we're just go to a 4 vertical concept that we do just, grassroots football.
All right, so here, let's just talk about how we're teaching the 4 vertical concept. Okay, it's really simple. For the outside guys, okay, you can run this from little league all the way to the professional level. All right, and we want to get these guys really learning concepts, okay, of what they're going to do. So let's just say we got 2x2 here. We'll say the outside guy's 1, the inside guy's 2. The outside guy over here is 1, the inside guy's 2. Okay, quarterback's here, and you got a tailback here. He can be lined up anywhere. He can be in any of these 3 spots. Okay, we can line him up from anywhere. All right, so let's just say for right now he's on the right side, the quarterback's right hip. Okay, so what we want to tell the guys on the outside, all right, the outside receivers right now, we want to tell them that they're all taking off. All right, we want to just tell them, hey, you're going street, man. You're going street. You're going street. Get down the field. Get down the field. Street. All right. As they're going street, okay, now there's some sight adjustments based on the coverage. Okay, so let's just say we got cover 2. All right. Pen's not working. Give me a second. Okay. Let's say we got cover 2. Right. Got a backer somewhere here. Some guy trying to play the middle. Okay, middle and right here. So he's responsible here. He's responsible here. Okay, he's responsible here. He's responsible here. There. Boom, middle of the field. Okay, so now we have to tag one of these guys in the middle, right? Because the middle's open. So we got to get somebody to get into that middle. So right here, we would just call it white gator. Okay, getting this guy, he would know, okay, I'm breaking in to the left, right there. So at about 12 yards, he's going to stick his foot in the ground. He's going to be the bender or the beater right there in our 4 vertical concept. Outside, okay, our quarterback's keeping his eye on this safety to make sure what? If this safety gets off the hash, okay, boom, he knows the middle's open. If this safety stays on the hash, we got to hit a hole shot right here, 18 to 22. All right, we have to be careful to make sure this corner's trailing us. This is a level 2 ball that we're throwing here, level 2, okay? You know, we're not just going to throw that thing up, loft it up, we're going to put it on them, okay? It's not going to be a direct line, but it's going to be nice up and over, a hard throw right there, okay? And you work that, way I break it down to my quarterbacks is, we're working half the field, okay? Half side, boom, the back comes through, say he has a check down late, all right? We read the triangle here, right? We're reading the triangle always, so you're keeping your vision right here, okay? You're thinking, always thinking, can I hit the seam first? Okay, the seam's not there, then I work outside, then I get my eyes down to my check down. I really don't like my guys with young quarterbacks working both sides of the field. I would like for them to split the field in half, make it simple. Okay, so if we're in a perfect world, 1, 2, 3, you 4. Okay, and that's how the doubles, spread, even, whatever you want to call it. Okay, whatever system you're in, that's 4 verticals from a cover 2 look.
Now, question: why are people? Let's say you have a half-field read. People see that as a knock. Why is that not a knock?
It's not a knock because you want your quarterback to throw on rhythm. You want him to throw on time. You want him to be accurate, and you want to get the ball out of his hands. Our offensive line coaches hate, the number one thing they hate is giving up sacks. You have a young guy who's nervous in a new game. You have to understand this is a player's game. In a perfect world, as a coach, you see it. It's like Bug's Life. You're in the box. You think, oh, wow, you're putting all the pieces and puzzles in place and all that stuff. But as a player out there, you know, with an end who's screaming off the ball, coming at him, okay? He has to make a decision. So half-field read is giving him it's putting him in an opportune position to make a great play, get us in a great play.
Now, explain something further to me about the 4 verts. It again is simple in how it looks as far as just going straight down the field with 4 wide receivers trying to find the individual matchup. But there's a lot of intricate details involved in that.
Yeah, with 4 verticals, obviously you want to get your speed guys down the field and give them an opportunity to make a play. But also you want to be smart and not just having guys running Hail Mary. Right? You just don't want guys just running full speed down the field. So there's some different things that we'll do to play off the defense. You know, sight adjust based on, you know, if it's cover 3, cover 4, man to man. There's a lot of different things that you can do to play with cover 4, and then also in the RPO game, you know, faking some run action stuff, making sure you're protected, and still, you know, playing the, you know, putting the defense in a bad position and getting your guys in a favorable matchup. So with 4 verticals, the concept is really just getting your speed down the field, but also you want to be smart and not just have guys just running, you know, I call it just, you know, playing football on the street, everybody run down there. You know, so I want to make sure that we're sight adjusting, doing the proper things to get guys open.
Now, one thing I like about the passing game is that a lot of times you can catch one guy in a bad situation, and it's usually a guy that's left out to dry. And I think what we're about to go learn now is a little something that's catered toward that.
Yeah, there's always going to be a matchup or a weak link or something on the defense that the defense is trying to hide, and we're just trying to exploit that. That's all our job is, good on good and finding which one's bad.
All right, so we're about to hit the whiteboard and learn now.
Right now, we'll go into the outside flood concept.
All right, so here, we're going to work our outside flood concept, okay? And obviously, this play is geared to the strength. Now, over here, if you got a speed guy, a stud, okay, you get your Y off the ball, you get your Z on the ball, okay? And all we're trying to do right here is work level. So let's say they're in a strong 3, roll 3, all right? Right? He has flat, he's working there, boom, boom. All right, 3 deep, 4 under, okay? All we're trying to do here is clear this guy out, get him out of here, okay? He's running a nice little sail route, okay? He's getting open, 12 to 15 yards. You don't want these guys to be robotic. You can't say run to 10 yards, break out, be stiff robots. I want this guy to get in here, feel it, really get open in the zone. If it's man, okay, if he finds out it's man, he's gonna run away, full speed to the sideline. If he's zone right here, he could hook up here. He could hook up here. He could get out here and hook up. Okay, the quarterback's gonna throw him open, all right? The H right now is going right now to the flat, getting all the way to the sideline. Okay, so now we're working this level right here, and we'll give like a quick little token fake, 60 protection, zone side, man side. Okay, backside, if we like the one-on-one, we'll do a bang 8 back here. What we call a bang 8, it's basically a 10-yard flat slant. Okay, and we can hit that 10-yard flat slant anytime we like the one-on-one back here, we can take it. Okay, but for whatever reason, we don't like that right now. Let's get to the field. Okay, so we're over here to the field. All right, the quarterback is working this triangle right here, working this level. Okay, he's working this level. This adjuster cannot be right, this safety. Okay, if he plays back, great, we'll take the flat right now. If he plays up, boom, we're playing off this right here. For whatever reason, the corner, okay, he wants to try to jump something, then you have your guy going down late. Okay, so if we're in the red area, okay, this is how I tell my quarterbacks to read it, red area. 25 going in, I'm looking for the flat first, I'm going to the sail, and then I'm seeing if he's on the back line or something late. Okay, now if we're backed up and we're going in, we're opposed. We're 45 minus 45. Okay, so now I'm going for the shot first, then I'm going to the sail, and then I'm going down to the flat. Working the flat late. So we're just working the levels right there, working the triangle, great safe play, ran it at all levels from JV to Division I, NAIA, D2, and it's been successful.
Well, Coach, listen, man, it's finally great to meet you in person. You taught me a lot here on the whiteboard, learned a lot about your story from talking to you throughout the years, man. It's been great to see you rise, and I'm definitely going to be watching Howard football, especially the offensive side of football this year, man. Thanks for taking time, man.
No problem, man. I can't wait to see you out here to check out the go-go offense.
Uh-oh.